Her face changed from shock to pure fear. She motioned for me to check what was below in the dark. Something was getting closer fast. I raised my rifle and aimed straight into the blackness of the canyon. When the first creature came into view, it finally hit me what exactly my commanders had ordered me to protect. I was fixing the floating mines inside the canyon. Then suddenly, a drone launched itself out of the canyon's depths. Weirdly enough, the short-range defensive anti-aircraft systems never fired. Obviously, the drone wasn't marked as a threat. This strange sight left me completely lost. I looked over at my Russian partner, a woman stationed across from me. Even she had never seen anything like it. Both of us were top-tier snipers, one US, one Russia, secretly sent to this remote canyon they called the Gates of Hell. It regularly spawned horrifying things called hollow men. For an entire year, our orders were to steer clear of any engagement. But I couldn't help being drawn to her beauty and shape. Every night, I made small, beautiful trinkets to earn her affection. She was genuinely touched and replied with elegant dances. Our connection deepened more and more. Outside of keeping watch, we passed every moment we could together like this, even though we were never allowed to touch. Just laying eyes on her gave me total calm. We spent one warm winter that way. I thought it would never end, until the day she got word that her father had passed. She sat weeping alone in her tower. I hurried to ask what had happened. Even though our posts were almost a kilometer apart, I needed to see her more than ever. The next morning, I grabbed the RPG, took off the explosive head, fixed a padlock to the back end, and laid out the wire carefully across the ground. She seemed to realize what I was doing. Watching me hopefully, I raised the launcher slowly and squeezed the trigger. The round shot through the sky, flying straight toward her position. Once it landed safely, she tied off the cable fast and gave me a look of pure delight. After anchoring my side of the rope, I ran without thinking toward the opposite ridge, even with terrifying screams echoing up from the canyon. I was set on getting to her, even if I had to crawl, completely drained. I finally made it right in front of her.
Good evening, Jossa. Even though I'm not supposed to be here.
Good evening, Levi. And we're cloaked.
I brought you flowers.
Of course you did. Thank you. You're staring.
Sorry. It's,
Yes?
there's a lot more green in your eyes than I was expecting.
We stayed up talking forever, getting even closer. Then morning hit fast. To keep my commanders from finding out, I had to go, even though every part of me wanted to stay. But halfway across, my tower suddenly blew apart. The rope snapped. I plunged without thinking from the heights. She grabbed her rifle and parachute and dove into the gorge without a word. Cutting through the fog, she hit the canyon floor, only to find it swallowed by violent rapids. She splashed down hard, but her chute snagged. Right then, without hesitating, she sliced the lines. The wild water yanked her downstream, nonstop until her hand caught a branch, and she barely managed to hold on. Me, on the other hand, I wasn't so lucky. I was dangling from a limb, hanging on by pure luck. And to make things worse, a massive beast was moving in slow on me.